All right, so I'm so excited, Sean, that we're doing this again. You know, this is our
second one, man.
our second podcast together,
Second
right?
one,
You know,
Just telling everybody out there, podcast land. Sometimes, some days we're gonna be in the pocket. Some days we ain't gonna be in the pocket. So you have your good days and bad days. So let's hope, that we could talk about, things that you guys are interested in. Sprinkle some little humor in there with it.
I like that.
And
That's why I always go to you because you make me laugh.
have a normal conversation.
yeah, that's right. Just bounce ideas back and forth to each other. I mean, obviously, we do have some specific subject we want to talk about, right? But at the same time, whatever comes up, whatever passionately, arises, I think would be the best, and I feel the best that way myself.
Yeah.
When I talk, I like to just go off rip. Like I don't like to be scripting my things or what am I gonna say, what I'm gonna do. It just makes me more nervous. I rather just go off freestyle. But I know it's both is necessary. Both have its place in every situation like this. But I'd say I feel so confident, more confident in myself and what I'm going to say when I'm, just talking about what naturally comes to me.
Okay, that's good because I'm the exact same way. So people have chased it. People have gotten in wars over it.
Yeah.
People have killed for it.
Yeah.
People live to catch it. And that's money.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's broken up families. It's made people happy. It's made people sad. So what I wanted to ask you is about this new thing that's going around. Well, it ain't so new anymore, but, I'm 55 years old. I know nothing about, only thing I know about money is that it's green, right?
Yeah.
I never heard of Bitcoin or Bitcoin, whatever people.
Cryptocurrencies.
Cryptocurrency sounds like something the planet Krypton. Sounds like sounds like money that's in Superman's pocket.
Sci-fi.
You're sci-fi. I know nothing about it. So what I wanted to ask you, my man, tell me all about this Bitcoin or crypto coin or why should I be concerned about it? Why should I be interested in this?
Now, to all those out there listening, right? I'm no expert, but I have experience, and I had, I have cryptocurrencies. I do invest in cryptocurrencies. I don't have a lot. I'm not saying I have a lot, but it's just something. Think if you know anything about the stock market, or if just the economy and economics and how money works, right? You have a market, like the grocery store, right? The numbers in there fluctuate. They're never always like net. Today you buy a gallon of milk at $5. Tomorrow you buy it at $5.50.
So it goes up.
Yeah. Today's price is not going to be tomorrow's price.
Right.
And that's just called the market.
Just like back in the day, you used to be able to buy, well, not in my lifetime, but maybe in my parents' lifetime, you buy a loaf of bread for like 15 cents or 25 cents now. That's crazy to me.
But that amount was comparable to whatever the amount is today for that. Not many people. You talking about they were dealing more in cents. Like, Daddy, can I have 5 cents to go get a soda? That's how it was. Because the economy was at that point a state that you didn't need to use dollar bills.
But 5 cents was a lot.
Yeah, 5 cents was a lot.
Yeah.
Let's say a kid, his allowance was 10 cents a week. That was a lot. That's like $10 a week for a kid right now.
It's funny as I should be schooling you on this, but
exactly. But that's what I mean. I know a bit of economy. I've read some economy books, some financial books. A little bit of everything. And crypto is just a new market that people can invest in. It's a way of like bartering. It's another, I would say, way of doing business, way of exchanging between one party to another.
So can I physically use crypto coin now to buy a loaf of bread or
Yeah.
buy something I need to buy?
Yeah. Just think of like, what's your credit card? Is it physical? It's just a code in your account with a company
Okay.
saying how much credit you have with them, right?
Right.
It's essentially the same thing. The only thing is that, like Bitcoin was made like gold. Like when you have a piece of gold, right? It's valuable, right? It has a value to it. It's a precious metal, like they say, right? It holds value.
Mm-hmm.
That value can go up or go down too. It's not fixed. Same with the Bitcoin. Bitcoin can never be remade. The first Bitcoin to the next one is only going to be one of those things. And it just keeps generating. It has a cap. It's going to end. And so it starts to delete on itself and gets fewer and fewer. And that's how it's going to become more and more valuable, because it's not like what the Federal Reserve is doing with the dollar, pumping money,
Okay.
with no backing.
Right.
It's just credit, and it's just debt, right? What they do, right, is you give them your paycheck, right? In turn, they give you credit in their institution, right? And what do? They grab that money and lend it out to other people.
Okay, so
And then you go back to that bank and get a loan for a house or a car, right? They're charging you to borrow your own money. And with crypto, they want to change that.
So take me in the day of a life, because I know nothing about it. How do I get started?
Do you know how to invest in stocks or how to save money?
Yes.
Okay, that's just it. Like, do you have a bank account app, right?
Right.
You just download one of the apps that's out there. Like, I have crypto.com and Coinbase, and there's many other ones like Webull. There was Binance.
So I download the app. Mm-hmm. So I have the power in the palm of my hand right now. So then what? What do I do with my physical money?
Basically just like you do it with anything else. When you buy on Amazon, what do? You use your card, right?
Use the card, right?
And you leave it on your account. So for the next time that you want to purchase something, the card is there already, stored.
So I put money on my crypto account.
Yeah, you buy the crypto. Whatever crypto interests you, Bitcoin, Ethereum, what is it? Matic, Polygon. There's a bunch of them. There's tons of them.
Is there an ultimate, like
Bitcoin? Bitcoin's the number one, the granddaddy, the grandfather, the grandmaster, the king of them all.
The king of them all right now.
Right now.
So Bitcoin. And so I invest in Bitcoin, like you said. I have my personal Bitcoin account.
Yeah.
I invest my actual money that I have in my pocket by means of a credit card or
yes. Or a bank account.
Or a bank account.
Yes.
And then what?
Then you just, shop. Basically, you invest in whatever you believe in. You research what the company does, what the Bitcoin is about, what its use, because it has usage too. It's not just like a currency, like you can buy stuff with it. This is going to be to where, like, you buy your plane tickets with, and you certify that it's an actual, plane ticket is not a fraudulent thing or fake. They're going to have serial numbers. It's like it can never be, like, crypto was made to never be corrupted, never be hacked. So you can't have, like, you'll be able to use it to authenticate sports memorabilia.
Mm-hmm.
And you can never ever.
Can I get a quarter pound with cheese?
Yeah.
I can get a quarter. Yeah. I can get a quarter pound with cheese.
In El Salvador, they deal with Bitcoin. Like, that's they're right now, like, one of their main ways of currency.
So I go to McDonald's, Mickey D's.
Yeah.
I want to get a quarter pound with cheese using Bitcoin. How do I do that?
You just have your account linked to your phone or however you use it, and there's gonna be a way, a pay system, a way to use it.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, just like a credit card.
And Bitcoin.
And it converts too, so you know how much Bitcoin you need that for $15 worth of something, like your meal. And it'll tell you, 0.000000003456 Bitcoin.
So is Bitcoin trying to replace? What is Bitcoin trying to replace?
Bitcoin is just trying to replace. It was made to replace centralized banking.
Oh, okay.
Yes. That there's no entity, no physical entity that runs the institution. So there's no tampering.
There's no money laundering.
There's no like pumping of anything or any fraud. It'd be able to happen. The banking, what happened, like last year with the banking, collapse.
Yeah.
That.
None of that.
None of that.
Now that we're talking about that subject, it's like the prime example. My dad was a cab driver.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so when Uber happened, he hated them.
Mm-hmm.
He hated Uber because they ran on a certain different guidelines.
Mm-hmm.
Like my dad had to buy his taxi license and all that, and insurance and all that. With Uber, now
bypass all that.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You're insured automatically as long as you're driving with Uber.
Not
under their insurance.
Only if you have a passenger with you.
Okay.
But insurance companies had gotten privy to that and saying, no, we're not covering you. That's extra.
Okay.
I'm sure.
So we don't get off topic.
Yeah.
The reason why I said that is the banks must really hate Bitcoin then.
They're buying Bitcoin. BlackRock, one of the biggest investment companies on the face of this planet, bought tons of Bitcoin and made a ETF stock portfolio of Bitcoin. So you can buy Bitcoin. If you don't trust Bitcoin, institutions themselves, you can go to Charles Schwab, or you could go to Bank of America, or you could go to wherever you can buy or purchase stock and buy the Bitcoin ETF.
Oh, okay.
So it's based off the running price of Bitcoin.
So let's say it's more or less, it's a stock kind of situation.
It's what it is, but it runs 24/7. The market never closes.
Oh, okay. There's no ringing of the bell like we see in NASDAQ and all that stuff. Wow.
You can buy and sell at any time.
Okay. And is this?
So that's why it's volatile. That's why a lot of people don't like it, because the price changes rapidly. You can't predict. It's unpredictable. It's very volatile. That market's very volatile.
Yeah, it's like my wife. She was gonna with the stock market. She has stock with her company.
Yeah. And
it's up and down, and obviously you got to sell at the right time when stocks are up.
Yeah.
And it plummeted like real quick, and it'd be useless for her to cash in.
Yeah.
So that's the bad thing about it.
If you know how to play the game, basically if you're up, take your winnings. That's what people do.
Yeah.
And that's how they make a passive income with it. If you have capital to invest, and you know how to double it and play the game and take your emotion out of it,
right.
People make passive income doing that. I was just talking to somebody about that, about how they went into, they got a good position at a hotel or something. Now they're like, top, of the food chain in terms of, position in the hotel, and they travel and go to everywhere for free, and they review stuff or something like that. And what they did was they made it to where like they about to retire at 50 something early, and they're just going to be making passive income not only on their pensions and their retirements and all that, but on their investments that they made early on. It's just paying them dividends after dividends after dividends and interest, and they're living for free. The company's paying them, the hotel company's paying them for all their stays, so they can stay for free, eat for free at all their places, and on top of that, they're paying them through all the time that they dedicated to the company. And what they did was save all their PTO, their vacation, and front loaded it and saved it so they could like retire early.
Wow.
So there's many ways, right? There's many ways. It depends your situation, what your company, offers. Trust me. Mark my words. I'm predicting this. There's gonna be one day where your job, you go somewhere and work. They're gonna offer you 401k and cryptocurrency, investment opportunities.
Okay. Well, you just answered my next question. What do you see the future?
That's the future. That's the future where it's gonna. Okay. The use case is just gonna be just like what is the use case for the stock market right now? It's so that people can go and have a piece of the pie in a company, right? And bank off and profit off of their growth. And that in turn, the company gets free money. Well, not technically free, right? Mm-hmm. But they get investors, and they get to build with that money that they didn't have.
So just like my analogy about Uber, right? And how Uber kind of put taxis out of business. I mean, how many taxis really do you see nowadays?
You still see them.
You still see them, but not as many as you used to see. So my next question regards Bitcoin is, and we talked about the future of it, who will be out of a job?
In terms of Bitcoin?
Yeah.
I don't see anybody like Bitcoin taking anybody's job. That was going to be my next reference. And what I wanted to say is AI has come and revolutionized a lot of things.
The music business for
people are upset and scared. Why? Because they're too attached to what they identify with in terms of their position in life. And so if they feel threatened by AI, it's because of that. It's because they feel threatened that they're gonna be replaced by that. But just like anything else, the abacus, was replaced by the calculator. Right? The phone, the computer, these are all tools that we've come up with to make our lives much easier and much more practical.
Right. And going on what you said about AI, a lot of musicians are upset about AI because there's programs right now where you could tell, I want this song to be about this, and I want it sung by this kind of person. Mm-hmm. And I'll give you an example. And the reason why I can play this example is because it's mine. So I'm doing a poetry book. It was called Love 100. It's going to be 100 poems about love. I kind of missed the plot on that one. And I'm going to still do it, but it's going to be under another future project. Okay. But I want you to hear this. It'll amaze you how AI is these days. Go to my poetry section. And this is what musicians are getting pissed about.
How are you today, sweetheart, the love of my life? I love making you smile. You don't have to respond because that doesn't matter to me at all. What matters is your health, beauty, and wellness. That's the real truth to me. That's the joy I receive, making you feel good about yourself. Well, there are times when maybe you don't. Because, baby,
can't really tell
you
it's
are the
AI.
best.
That's the AI and the music's the AI.
Forget the rest.
But those are my words.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
Okay, so
talking to
the first one you showed me, I honestly thought you had somebody like sing that, right, or recite that.
Yeah.
I guess it was another poem. I remember we were in your car and you were showing me, and it was really good. I was like, and when you told me, I couldn't believe it. I was like, really? Because some apps like are a little cheaper and they don't do as good of a job. But then there's like the ones that they fine tune them, right? And they do like this phenomenal job, voiceover, all that. But to go a little bit, backtrack a little bit, not away from this, but
no.
Before that, what I want to say is, AI has come to revolutionize our life, like all of these products have done for us. There's always somebody. Always will be somebody that will be afraid and mad about these technologies, being developed and brought.
Number one, because they can't grasp it.
They don't understand it.
They don't understand
and they
it.
don't want to. They want to stay stuck because they're too identified. Little caveat: why are they too identified? Because that's everybody's identity is everybody's lives, right? And if we get disconnected from something or something's getting taken away from us, what happens? Our life is done. We feel like it's done. But that's why, like, if you study spirituality and religion and all that, what do they tell you? Is detached from all this worldly identifications and attachments to material, because your true happiness comes within.
Right.
Going back to the AI thing, right? That's why people are afraid, because they're so disconnected that they can't adapt and flow with the time. Instead of, like that saying, if you can't beat them, join them.
Right.
If you can't do that, really, it's not because you're trying to like, what? It's one thing if you're already down, you're already at the end of your journey. You're at the end of your life where hey, it doesn't matter anymore. But if you're still alive at this point, if you're a person that's no older than 60, 70, even like up until 80, if you're still alive and that old, you still have a chance to take advantage of this technology.
Yes,
and use something with it.
It's like I told you, who would have thought, right? We get hit with the pandemic, and people that were never computer literate.
Yeah. Had to become.
If not, dealing with their doctors.
Yeah.
Dealing with their work, their meetings.
Yep.
Working from home.
Ordering their prescriptions.
People were forced. I mean, and as tragic as COVID was, as many lives as it took, it taught us. Me and my wife had that picture in our bedroom. I just thought, but as tragic as it was, how many lives that it took, it kind of. I'm not going to say it was a blessing.
Yeah.
But I am going to say that it helped us deal with life a different way.
Helped us learn how to
deal
with life.
Persevere.
Yeah, persevere, because it really changed. It really revolutionized how we looked at life and how we worked through things. Because the whole mask thing, everything that came with it was something new, was something we needed to learn and adapt. And now it's like second nature. Now we're not even tripping supposedly we're still in a pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Like, supposedly there's still those, the injections. Don't even talk about the injections no more. It's just like second nature now. It's like the flu. Oh, you got COVID? Yeah, people be like, it's still fresh, but it's not like how it was, right?
No.
But with all of these, lessons and situations that we had to learn from, what we really got out of it, right? What we really got out of it was technological advances all the time. Every time something happens, something bad happens, look, get a bunch of technological advances. Bunch of them. AI is one of them.
Yeah, and you can either get on the train
or get left behind.
Or get left behind.
Those who fear. I saw this quote somewhere in a comment. Those who fear AI either get left behind or use it and leverage it.
Yeah.
If they get replaced, something like that. It was like they get replaced by AI or they use AI to use it and leverage it to their advantage.
Like my boy, he called me. He goes, I want you to hear this software. And this is where I got the idea for the poetry book.
Yeah.
He said, it's going to make you mad. You're gonna love it, but it's gonna make you mad.
Yeah.
It made me mad as a musician because you're spending your blood, sweat, and tears. You're playing this from your heart. You're singing from your heart. And all of a sudden, you hear something just put together in a matter of minutes.
Yeah.
You just input the information, boom, it comes out a song.
Yeah.
Now, I could be mad at that. I could turn my back on it, or I could use it to my advantage.
Yeah.
I have chosen, my friend.
No, to use it to your advantage. Me as well. I as well.
To use it to my advantage.
Me as well. I as well.
Yeah, I as well. And so that's what I'm saying. It ties in with Bitcoin because
Yeah, it does.
it ties in with people changing their thinking.
And people are going to get smart. And if they're not doing it already, they're already doing it. They're going to use these AIs to invest for them. And they just got to instruct it what they want, how much, when to sell, when not to sell. And it's going to be so much faster and so much smarter than you that the amount of investments and time and effort it takes you to look and study and this and that will be freaking fractionalized. Like you said, in a matter of minutes, seconds even, it generates for you what you
And
want.
look at us talking like grown men. We ain't even smoked nothing.
Yeah.
Look at us talking all intelligent.
Oh, I'll smoke something.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but no, but yeah.
Yeah, no, because at 55 years old, man, I knew nothing about it, but I really wanted to know, what is this about? How is this going to help me?
Yeah.
Instead of being scared of a change, because I really don't like change. A lot of older people don't, but I want to embrace it. So that's why I asked you that question.
I'm so glad that you did, and I'm so happy that what you're doing right now, I can be a witness to it. First of all, and foremost, but I always knew and felt like, you were very talented, and you had a lot to give. You had a lot of value, not just in your talents with music, but as a person, and for you to have amassed that much of a following on Instagram, on your page, I'm still amazed. Like, I want to dissect everything. Like, I want to be your friend so much more now than ever, because it's like you did it so naturally. And I know what it is, bro. It's the skills and the experience you've gained from those skills that have helped you develop and grow your channel.
I wanted to apologize to the people out there. Something I said, which, number one, I had no right saying it. Number two, it was totally my opinion, but it was a totally false statement. People do care about food. People do care about food. I don't know what this Negro was thinking. Maybe because he was hungry or whatever or something. But I don't know what I was thinking to make that statement. People do care about food. People do care about food reviews. People do care about going places and how's that chicken.
Oh, yeah, man.
People do care. I was an idiot for making that statement. I don't know why I said it. So with that being said, there you go. People out there in podcast land. People out there, my fellow YouTubers.
I don't even remember you saying that.
I did say that. I said, people don't care about food no more.
Yeah.
People want to laugh. And that's true. But people do care about food.
No, yeah, you were wrong.
Now
I remember.
Food is what I was wrong.
I remember
so
now.
for the second episode, I wanted to clear the air on that one. Before we get
you want to redeem yourself?
I want to redeem myself before we get on to the next topic I wanted to tell you about.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
People would really, if we were like known and we had a good following, people would have ripped you.
Yo, they would have ripped me a new one.
They would have ripped you.
They would have ripped me a new one.
Oh, for sure.
They would have fried me like a piece of chicken.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you.
So
right now you're
recap.
like
I said,
clearing the table.
People do care about food, and they care about laughter.
Yeah.
So I put that in
They
the
care
same.
about all the things.
Yeah,
Everything. They care about everything.
I'm not a political person. I never have been. So that's a subject I don't really talk
Me
about.
neither. I'll talk about it, but it's.
Well, we could talk about religion, politics, just me and you.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna bring my views out there.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, I ain't about to get like things thrown at me for my political views.
Saddam Hussein.
Yeah, on two shoes, like yeah. But my next topic, and this really interests me because I posted something the other day, and it was about it was an old commercial. I don't know if you saw it. It was an old commercial by by Bimbo, Bimbo or whatever
The bread?
the bread, and it was they showed a negrito. I don't know if you saw my post, but I said, and I said to all my fellow Hispanic people out there, I love you, but I have questions. And a couple comments tore into me for even saying the word Hispanic.
What?
Now, then that's my question to you. Hispanic, Latinos, Mexican.
We were just talking about that earlier with my coworker. Honestly.
Okay,
So I'm prepped.
what is the difference? Why do people get offended?
Okay. So what I know about the Hispanic and the Latino part is that it's specifically talking about the region of Latin America that you're from.
Okay.
So if you're Hispanic, I'm wrong. I know I'm fucking this up. Oh, sorry. Sorry for the I'm messing this up.
Okay.
Right? But the reason is like, I think it's Latinos refer to more like everything all the way down, excluding South America, and Hispanics or something like that are considered South Americans, something like that.
So what are the? what's the problem? Why? You're Guatemalan.
Half.
You're half Guatemalan.
I would say like the proper term, because I'm two things at once. Is Central American, right?
Okay. So
Or Latino.
So Latino. So or Latin.
Latin.
Okay, so you're fine with that.
I'm fine with Hispanic. I mean,
Okay.
Hispanic, yeah. It's like I feel like Hispanic is like saying Latino
What
too.
about Spanish? Like I go, hey, that Spanish dude over there.
Well, see, then there you go. You're describing a certain region, and that's not even Latin America. That's Europe.
Wow. Okay.
Spanish guy.
See, this is a good topic. I'm glad
To,
about this one. I was thinking about it.
to a Spaniard.
Spaniard. Okay. What about?
That's why, like, it's better to say Latino to a Latin guy. You don't know where he's from, instead of saying, "Oh, that Mexican guy, that Spanish guy." Like we were just talking about that with my coworker today.
No. Where did the term beaner come from?
Because we eat a lot of beans.
Well, I mean,
You know it, fool. Why are you asking? I know I fumbled with the F-bomb, but see, that makes up for it.
But I know. We already knew that. I just wanted to bring it up.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want to say it. But yeah, but I do know about if you're Hispanic, Latinos, Spanish, whatever you are, y'all be tearing up them tostadas, right? Don't matter. Yeah. Y'all be tearing those tostadas up.
Tostadas, yeah, tortillas in general, bro.
Tortillas, that's a staple.
That's a staple. In Spain, I don't know. I really don't. I think it's more bread. Yeah, it's bread. It's not tortilla.
I went to
It's more like Latin America.
I went to Spain and
I went to Spain and I don't remember.
what was it? Yeah,
It's rice and
there was a lot of rice because we used to have the
paella.
paella.
It's bread, dude.
A lot of sangria.
Yeah, wine.
Yeah, rice was the staple.
It's rice and bread. That's it. I
So-
don't think they have no like. They have like little empanada things.
Right. Now, in a Spanish household, how many tortillas do you guys run through?
Just a serious question, huh?
No,
What's the biggest pack?
whatever the biggest pack. Now,
How many is that? Do you know?
about 25. Like,
No.
what's the biggest pack?
The biggest pack is the tall tower.
And you could ask me black questions. I don't care.
It's good. No. I'm fine with the question. And
Yeah.
It's just like I'm trying to get specific.
Oh,
Like what
okay.
you talk about,
Yeah.
because we run through tortillas, bro.
Yeah.
Like in a month, like
More rice or more tortillas? Equal balance.
that's tough. It just depends.
Now,
on
look
which
at your
household.
family. Look at how many in your family.
More tortillas.
Okay. Now, there's another question I have for you.
Because tortillas you can have it with almost everything.
Your mom being the strong woman that she is,
Yeah.
and having to like corral all you guys.
Yeah.
Corral all you guys. How many of you guys?
5 of us.
5 of you.
Yeah.
What was a typical Saturday for you guys
As kids?
to wake up
As kids?
as kids?
Go to McDonald's and go to the mall.
I'm saying
that's what we wanted to do.
and you guys did that every Saturday.
not every Saturday, but that was like a staple Saturday. Like I always wanted to go to McDonald's because the McDonald's right here on Bayshore had that fun, the little ball pit and the slide.
Oh, on Bayshore, yeah.
The playground.
I'm gonna say to corral all you guys. Your mom had to be strong to corral you guys together, get you guys dressed, get you guys ready. How hard was it for her?
It's 5 of us, but the 3 oldest ones we were the only ones for a long time before the babies came, and by the time the babies came, we were a bit older now.
So you would handle
we
getting them ready.
Yeah.
Because I came my household, I was only child.
Yeah.
So I mean, I got like stepbrothers, stepsisters,
Uh-huh.
but pretty much growing up in my household, it was only me. So it's always fascinated me how a parent could still have the energy and get their 5 kids together, especially in a Hispanic, Latino, Mexican, whatever, situation.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So, okay. So we're established that I can label all Hispanics that I can call them. What can I call them?
Everybody went together.
Together.
Hispanic, Latinos. I mean,
Hispanic, Latino.
Either or, I think.
Okay.
For me, I think it's preference and it's because for me, if you call me Hispanic, oh yeah, I'm Hispanic. I'm Latino. Yeah, that to me it feels like
I
it's
think
the
when
same.
you fill out a job application, or
it says Hispanic Latino.
Hispanic Latino.
Yeah. So, like, semantics, bro. Honestly, semantics.
Yeah.
It's like you saying, an African American from Alabama, and that's how you all always identify instead of just African American. Semantics, bro. I mean, it's if you want to be specific with it, yeah, sure, but
Now,
if you want to ask where my origins are from, then that's different.
right. Now, Mexicans, how come like one Mexican won't like another Mexican?
You asking me because I'm Mexican, or you asking me because
I'm asking you about your people.
But see, there we go. I'm not Mexican, so
But
I
you've
don't
been
know.
around a lot of Mexicans, right?
Okay, but why would you just say Mexican? Why would
Because
you
I've heard. Because I work with a lot of Mexicans. I work with a lot of Mexicans.
Okay.
Being in the construction, being in
Let me answer your question.
All right.
From what I know, the Mexicans against Mexicans, that comes from Mexico, because each state and department have their own, like, let's say Daly City in San Francisco. Right. Daly City in San Francisco people, you consider them different. So it's like if it was to say they had beef.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's whatever town you're from.
Yeah, you rapping, but that's a Mexican thing. Like, they're so proud. They're proud people.
I just want to be safe, man. That's
just don't randomly call every
reason
Latino that you see Mexican, because they're not Mexican. They're not every Latino or Hispanic person is from Mexico. Clear. We all know this now. By now, so if there's still people out there that are calling just everybody
a Mexican,
that's Latino origin, Hispanic origin, Mexicans, then it's like saying boy to you as a black, as an African American.
That would depend who said it. My father used to say other things and call me boy all the time. Hey, boy, what you doing, boy?
But you know that term, like.
But I've also been in situations where I worked for a tile company one time, and I don't know if I told you.
It's more comparable to saying the N-word.
Yeah, but this white dude, they asked him, "Hey, sir, you been helped?" Oh, the colored boy was helping me. And nothing could be more racist, or something that you deserve a hit in your mouth.
Yeah,
but he was sincere.
Yeah.
He didn't say it mean-spirited.
Yeah.
He said it like that's what he was used to saying.
Yeah, it's traditionally that's how you refer to that person.
Yeah, so
in his
culture. In his culture.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to know. Like I said, I just want to be safe. I don't want to say I don't want nobody mad at me. I just
rule of thumb, not every Mexican is Mexican. How about that?
Not every Mexican is Mexican.
Yeah.
I got that. I got that.
Just to be funny with it, man. Every Mexican is Mexican, bro.
No, I got that. Now Alfredo.
Uh-huh.
Alfredo's what?
Salvadorian.
Salvadorian. So Salvadorians and
See, there's like in Mexico, there's tacos. Any pure Mexican would tell you burritos
don't exist.
Yeah. So
yeah,
either for us in our culture here in San Francisco and California, burritos, right? Mexicans are for burritos. You know, they love burritos, and Salvadorians love pupusas.
Because when we went to
see, that's the difference. See, there's a difference right there.
I asked this taco truck, and he started laughing at me.
You asked this taco truck what?
Can I have a burrito? Do you guys have?
Oh yeah.
He started. You want a donkey? You want that? He started laughing, and he's telling all his friends, "Look, he wants a donkey." You know, a donkey, whatever. He does what
a burro.
And so I said, okay, and then a guy explained it to me. He goes, "Yeah, here, man, we don't even know what a burrito is. We got tacos, but we don't know what a burrito is." So that was kind of embarrassing. You know,
this fool.
But let me get one of the burritos. He said, well,
"That's the conditioning."
He said, "K?"
Yeah.
I said, "Burrito." He wants a burrito. So,
funny your ass.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to know, man, because cultural differences and stuff like that, and like, why do people get offended?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you call them one thing, and
yeah,
but like you said, not all Mexicans. What'd you say?
Not all Mexicans are Mexican.
Not all Mexicans are Mexican. Got to get a T-shirt that says that. And Alfredo's Salvadorian.
Yeah.
So, but he's your cousin.
Yeah.
How did that work?
What do you mean? How's that work?
Well, you Guatemalan, right?
My dad's is Salvadorian.
Salvadorian.
I'm half.
So, what about dating situation, like Mexicans dating a Salvadorian?
That's fine.
It's fine. No qualms about it because if my wife's white, like as you know, but dating white girls, there's a lot of problems for some reason. So
I wonder why.
So I want to know if there was problems dating within your
other cultures,
your culture.
No, there's a lot of blends.
Like you can't bring her home. She's Salvadorian.
It has against our culture. No.
Okay.
Not that I heard of. Maybe. What you call cultural status? Yeah.
But tell me about that.
Well, if you're from a certain, if you're from a certain part or family, you usually don't, let's say, date beneath you or whatever. There's that stuff exists.
Like in the Filipino culture. Or not
the one thing, the indigenous people, they do keep to themselves.
Like I noticed more in
they try to keep their roots, existing pure.
Like I noticed in the Filipino culture, they usually, cause I grew up around a lot of Filipino families. Maybe it's the older generation. It's about, Filipinos. In their world, they want their daughters to marry a white dude.
Mm.
In their world for some reason.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the older generation feels like that. I know I rarely have seen in my life a Filipino and a black. You see it, it's out there, but it's very rare. Just like I rarely see a black dude and an Asian.
Yeah.
That's rare.
It's not that rare, but it's rare.
I'm saying it's rare. I mean, it's not something.
You see more white dudes with Asian girls, yeah.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, whatever.
You see that a lot, but you rarely. It's like Charlie Murphy said. That's rare in America.
Yeah.
To see that.
Yeah. I mean, it's rare, but it's not like before where you.
Well, you're part of that younger generation.
No, I know, but what I'm trying to say is it's not as bad as it was, and it's not as uncommon as it used to be.
Especially now, the college scene.
We're all mutts at this point.
Oh, that's funny you say that. My wife said that yesterday. We're all mutts because we went to Trader Joe's yesterday and there was a dude who was he was Indian, and And I asked what tribe he was, and I don't remember what he told me. But I said, my wife, she's half Indian. She's a Menominee. And he was saying, oh, do you ever go to a powwow? You ever heard of powwows?
Like the circle thing?
Yeah. And my wife said, no, I've never been to the ones in the city. And the guy was basically telling me that the Indian powwows now are monetized now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Everyone's getting a buck. Like, you got to pay for your space or whatever.
Yeah.
When back in the day, it used to be just come one, come all.
Yeah.
Community.
Yeah.
Now it's more monetized.
Wow.
So, just want to talk a little culture with you, baby. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. But that was really that really amazed me when I put that post up. How people were saying, "What are you talking about? I'm this."
Yeah.
Why do all Spanish have to be Latino or whatever, or Hispanic? The way I worded it, somebody didn't like that. So I wanted to clear that up.
Yeah, there's people out there like
so I don't make that mistake again.
Yeah.
But the food thing, I really wanted to clear up.
But that was bugging you, huh?
That was bugging me because nothing could be farther from the truth that people do love food. That's what keeps us alive. People do want to know where good places are to eat.
Yeah.
So anyway, Ed.
Yeah.
That's all I have for today.
Cool. I think so.
Something else you want to talk about, or
no? That's pretty good. I think we touched on a lot of different subjects, good subjects too. I really like our talk about the cryptocurrencies. I think that's an important topic.
Yeah,
important topic that more people want to hear about and talk about. So yeah, that was good. I hope you learned something today.
And I learned a lot of things.
Yeah, so
I learned about the differences in your culture. Well, I've learned it was very informative.
Yeah.
Very, very informative. By the way, that the AI companies, they're being sued. A couple of them being sued by Sony and Universal Music, because what they're saying is, before we end this, I got to say this because I find it interesting. So basically, why the Sony is suing the company is the AI learns, but the AI is learning from copywritten material. So if I want to do a song like Mariah Carey and music like Michael Jackson, the AI is going to learn from that type of music.
Yeah.
And that's the problem Sony has.
Oh yeah, that's nothing new.
But my argument is
the whole suing thing. Yeah,
my argument is there are so many riffs that are the same. So many piano chords are the same in songs. Granted, there's been some issues like Ghostbusters, the song "Who You Gonna Call?" Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters sued this artist, Ray Parker Jr. Or no, Ray Parker Jr. was the one who did Ghostbusters. They had sued Huey Lewis in the news for "I Want a New Drug" when it doesn't make me sick. They sound so similar, so there was a lawsuit. And I think they settled out of court.
Yeah.
But my argument, going back to what I was saying, my argument is how I learned to play the keyboards is copying other artists playing the keyboards.
Exactly.
And then I would implement what I learned from them into my own music.
Yeah.
Am I committing copyright infringement?
Yes. Practically from based on what they're saying, right?
That's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying.
But as that kid, he comes out with a song and has like a kind of a similar riff. Then this is the touchy subject here. Am I committing copyright infringement? I'll tell you what. I'm gonna do some more research on this, and we're gonna get into a deeper discussion about that because this is a topic that I'm interested in that's bugging me.
You know what's bugging me right now?
What?
The Carjitsu.
Oh, I forgot about Carjitsu.
You forgot about Carjitsu. I thought you were gonna bring that up.
I forgot all about it.
Yeah. Well, I know nothing of it. So
did you see the?
I saw the video. I've seen it before.
First time I've ever seen that before.
I've seen it
and
before.
And the fact that it's an actual
competition.
Competition really gets me.
Yeah.
But I think I understand it because let's say you have to do hand-to-hand combat in your car.
Yeah.
Let's say somebody's fighting you in your car.
That's why it actually started like that. That's how it started. Somebody showing people like Carjitsu, meaning self-defense. It was for like if an assailant, would hijack your car and they're trying to strangle you from behind or
with
something
the seatbelt.
like that.
The fool was saying how he turned it around. Choked the other person with the seatbelt.
Yes.
So that was the origin of Carjitsu.
Yeah, I believe so.
Now, would you ever be in a Carjitsu competition?
No.
You don't think it's serious enough for you to be in a Carjitsu competition?
It just doesn't, call me. I mean, I'm doing jiu-jitsu right now. That's calling me. And it calls me even more every day because every time I go roll, I see my progress and I'm understanding more. And because what I'm doing is I'm just letting go. But also drilling simple things that I could do on my own. And I feel like that's helping me. Watching little tutorials here and there. But I know I'll grow more if I keep going more. I've been going like once or twice a week. So
the first time I ever participated in Carjitsu.
You participated in Carjitsu?
I was 8 years old. And my dad was trying to whip my behind in the car. And I was all over the seats. He was all over.
Great time.
He was all over the seats. We was all over the seats, bro.
Just like the video.
Just like the video, bro. He was trying to get me with the seatbelt. He was trying to whip me, take his belt off at the same time.
So you invented Carjitsu.
I was doing it way before these fools was doing it. And it was a my dad had a big old car too. It was one of them old Cadillacs or LTDs. Where it was more room in the car. It wasn't like a Prius. It wasn't like these small cars. Yeah. This was big. Yeah. But what got me about the whole thing is all the fool had to do, all he had to do was get out the car and get in the back seat. Instead, my dad is getting me from my dad was jumping.
He only could see red.
I'm screaming and we chasing each other. And how can we chase each other?
He's just going back and forth.
Back and forth in the back seat. So just to let you know, a lot of people know out there, I've done Carjitsu. It is scary. It's not fun. But it is good exercise. And with that being said,
we out.
We out.
Bye, y'all.